Did the Jon Robinson firing have a negative impact on the Titans' performance on the field? And then let's hear from Big Jeff himself.
I mean, apparently they wanted more than us. They made more plays downfield. So we turned over the ball 4 or 5 times. We didn't get no turnover. I mean, we got our ass kicked. Simple as that.
Do you feel like just this week adversity at all kind of came in play in this game at all?
No, I mean, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it did, and it shouldn't. I mean, Jon Robinson not out there playing football for us. I mean, he made the decision, but we out there playing football. I mean, like I said, defensively, I mean, we got to stop giving up to all these players. I mean, we got to protect the quarterback apparently better, and I mean, we got to cover better. Simple as that. I mean, we got to tackle. I mean, whatever it may be, they wanted more than us today. I mean, apparently. So, I mean, I don't know how else to put it.
So Jeffrey Simmons there, did the firing of Jon Robinson impact the Titans on the field? Jake says yes, like he said it would. Bradley says, he thinks it did. Rooney says no. Antoine says no. Sheila John says no. Jeff says no, they suck no matter what. Pistol said no. Ashley says no, the game confirmed exactly why Jon Robinson was fired. So Zach, what do you think? Did the firing have any impact on the Titans on the field yesterday?
Yeah, I think it did. I don't think it was a massive impact, but it was in the back of their minds. It's a distraction. It's like what happens in the Super Bowl. Titans hadn't been in a long time, but you got a 2-week stretch to not F up, because that's what the media's job is. And that's what all is, to create distractions, right? Hey, let's go out and party. Hey, or are you going to do what your job is intended to be and get right? And I do think yes. I mean, my answer is yes, because I think it did. Because that's impactful. You know, the boss that hired you just got fired, and you being everybody on the team,
everybody,
single person had been affected by Jon Robinson in a positive way, because he obviously brought him to the team and paid him money or whatever. But yeah, it definitely was a distraction. They didn't play well. And here's I think the reason why. If they would have just gotten beat, just like, smash mouth football, boom, 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 then I think you live with that. But the Titans shot themselves in the foot. We already established that 3 out of the 4 turnovers were the Tennessee Titans' fault. Something was affected.
Yeah. Because you're right, and I heard a former GM talk about the relationship that you have with players that you sign and players that you draft. And that's a real thing, right? Because the player feels indebted to that GM for believing in them,
changing their life,
changing their family's life, and giving them an opportunity to play in the NFL like that. And somebody is responsible for saying, I think you are worthy on being our football team and making whatever the contract says. There is an attachment to that player and GM, just like there's an attachment to the player and the coach. I don't think it had an impact on them until it did. And here's what I mean by that. They came out looking pretty good. Titans defense, go down there, touchdown.
Flea flicker.
Yeah, like the Titans offense put a big time drive together, scores a touchdown. They get a stop. They come back, they fumble. And then all of a sudden, oh no, we do suck. Like, oh no, when the mistakes started, that's when I think it affected them by saying, this is why the guy who hired us lost his job, because it started hot. I was sitting there at the end of the first quarter. I was like, holy crap. Like, that was look, the Dennis Daly fumble, you kind of expect that from Dennis Daly at this point, but this team looks pretty good. Derrick Henry had 96 rushing yards in the first half. They scored 2 touchdowns in the red zone. The first quarter. I was like, man, this team's got something going here. They seem inspired by this. And then turnover, mistake, penalty, turnover, missed tackle. Oh no, this is why we suck. This is why Jon Robinson got fired. And then that snowball happened in their brain and they lost control over